I'm Phoenix from Linkin Park, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Recently on an update video that you guys released, Mike kind of mentioned collaborators. Is there anything you can talk about of who you guys have been working with in the studio?
In the past, we've been open to kind of working on projects with people from all different sectors of the music world, but not until this album have we ever really opened the doors into the studio for the actual creative and the writing process.
Right.
So at this stage, it's like anyone who we've enjoyed work that they've done in the past and who is open and interested at least in seeing kind of what we're doing and how we work, we've invited them in and just kind of hung out in the studio, whether that just led to like hanging out and eating lunch together, whether it led to doing some music and writing together, etc. All different things have happened. So we're still in the process with that. It's been awesome. It's been really reinvigorating to our creative process in the studio, and it's been a ton of fun.
Now, I remember when you guys did the Warped Tour anniversary show, there was a specific band that I felt you guys connected with, Issues. And I've always been curious if there was ever going to be anything with Linkin Park and Issues.
At this stage, not yet, but that would be awesome. I'd love if that came together.
Right.
There's so many bands like in that Warped world that are great, young up and coming bands and established acts as well. So that day for us was awesome, just to get to play with some of those.
Well, I think for everyone, because we haven't seen you guys on Warped Tour, and I think it's everybody's dream. Like
when we were coming up, kind of our early thing to do as far as kind of putting ourselves in front of new audiences that wouldn't normally come see us play was the Ozfest.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, it just never worked for us to play the Warped Tour, but we've gone to it prior to that, and then that was actually at this point like 3 years ago, like 2 or 3 Warped Tours ago. It was fun to finally get out there and play.
Yeah. Now,
if even only for like one day. We're talking about like we played the Warped Tour.
I'm glad I was there for that one day.
It's like we played one day of a 37-week tour.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe next album you might play the whole tour or something. I don't know. It's cool how I see that you guys all have families now. You have kids, and you guys are still pursuing this career, this dream that you guys have envisioned for a long time. How much harder is it now that there's families involved?
I don't think it really makes it harder. It makes it harder to be away from home at times, but it helps that we're all, or most of us are in the same boat with that, and we figure out how to make our touring schedule work with family schedules and that stuff as well. So it's just a transition in that respect. But I think like by the same token, for me at least, the family stuff's really important, and that helps me bring a lot fuller or better of myself to what we do with the band.
Right.
It's definitely it's changed things a ton. We've been playing and touring for 15-ish years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've
you guys don't age. That's the other thing.
I got some gray in the beard. But I think it's all positive, and it's fun for us to have our touring crew is not just like 6 guys anymore. It's counting families and everything else. It's multiplied out to be a pack of, or a family of 30 plus. Jeez. So it's its own little traveling.
Need an extra what, tour bus for the family?
Yeah.
Per family?
Per family, most likely, yeah, for sure.
So back to the album, how soon can we maybe expect like a brand new single?
I'm wise enough at this stage to never give a date. I've been burned on that many times when we haven't been able to make our promise.
Right. Next week, guys, we have a single on Tuesday.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and say June? No, but it's coming along really well. I would hope for the end of 2016, if not the beginning of 2017. Okay. So that's some loose parameters.
Everybody's cringing right now because they want something like yesterday.
And if not 2017, then 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
All right. Or 20.
It's going really well. We're excited about it. We're at a good point in the songwriting and in the production. So
nice.
It's been great.
Now you guys recently did a thing with Lonely Island, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and what was your experience with them?
Mostly that was Mike and Chester, and I think that I don't know if it was Andy or some of his people had reached out just saying like, this is what we're looking to do, and I think those guys were on it as immediately as they heard the request. You know, being big fans of what they've done and kind of getting the idea.
Right.
So just kind of a fun little project to work on and something to add something to.